Hi everybody, my name's Marty Shard and welcome back to Summons with Marty. We're here on JGigs account again, and before you say, wait a minute, didn't we just do JGigs account? We decided that he needed redemption for that last summon session because that was atrocious. Also, quick note, anybody that wants Marty to summon for you, email me at shard, not shart, at yahoo.com. That is shard, not shart, at yahoo.com. That is the only way I'll take your information to summon for you. I will never ask for your information in game. Let's go ahead and get down to the summons. We're starting off with a 10 pop. We have 150 shards on the nose today, folks. And we're starting off heavy with an epic Zelota. I don't know how you say his name, but I know he'll be in the vault, folks. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. It looks like we're gonna head on with another 10 pop. Let's see what we get here. That's a Fortress Goon, a Berserker. So far, there's nothing too interesting going on, but it is early, folks. It is very early in this summon session. We have 150 shards. This is the biggest summon session that JGigs has ever done in Raid, so that's worth noting as well. Let's see if we can't make something interesting happen. Now, there's quite a few farmable champs there, but that's okay. We know JGigs is gonna pull a farmable champ every time he does a 10 pop, and that's just the way it's gonna be. All right. It is not looking so hot right now. Oh, and there's an epic, and it's Grim Skin. He's kind of funny looking. He'll go in the vault. There's no question about that. There's not really any epics that we need at this point, so he's probably just gonna go in the vault and hang out with all the other dupe legendaries that we have right now. Steel Bowyer, Bauer, however you want to say her name, she'll be in the vault. She might not even make it to the vault, folks. She might just be food. Nothing going on there either, folks. When I was a young boy, I used to go out with my friends. We had a big pond out in the backyard, and they're trying to sell us packs in the middle of a summon session where we're not getting anything again. There is no end to their shame, people. No end to their shame. Hey, here's a handful of crappy champs. Do you want to give us money? No, I do not want to give you money. We got an Eviscerator. He tried to sneak in a Void Shard on us like maybe we would get something, and we got an Eviscerator, and that is no good, folks. Anyway, back to the story. When I was a child, we would go out in the backyard, and we had this pond, and we had all these really big goldfish hanging out in the pond, these really, really big goldfish. And we used to go out there, my friends and I, and we'd be out there for hours, and the goal was to see if we could make the fish get dizzy. Spoiler alert, we never did. We never figured out how to make the fish dizzy, and it has haunted me every day since. We're going with another 10 pop on the Ancients, folks. We got a Hound Spawn. We got an Aethel. Are we gonna pull all the starter champs in one 10 pop? No, but we did pull 50% of them. Twin Claw Disciple. He is cool, if nothing else. He does look cool. Looks like we're going with another 10 pop here. We got a Flinger opening things up. We got another Apothecary, folks. Now, we're beyond needing more Apothecaries. We have one, and he is spilled. There's the Adjudicator. I'm sure we pulled another one. Rock Breaker. He's ringing a bell, but I can't remember. And they want to sell us more packs. Every single time they get an opportunity, they're trying to shove a pack down our throat. We only have room for 6 more champs before we're going to have to make some room. And we're popping a Void Shard. And we got an Azure. Now, I'm pretty sure I have about 7 of him lying around somewhere, so I'm not too stoked about that. Let's see what we can do with the blue shards here. And it's a Flesh Eater. Well, nothing really exciting going on here, folks. This is not looking good for us today. We are making our way through these shards. We had 150 shards, mind you. We are making our way through these shards, and we have nothing to show for it as of yet. We started with 137 Ancient. We are down to 73 now, I believe. Is that what I just saw? 73 left. And I believe this is the last one we're going to pop before we have to go make some room. And it's an Executioner who is farmable, make no mistake about it. All right, folks, it looks like we're full on storage, so we're gonna go have to make some room. Where did I learn how to speak English, folks? We're gonna put it out to our field correspondent. Lester damn near killed her. We call him Legendary Lester, Lego Les for short. Les, why don't you tell us what you got going on out there?
Hi, Marty. I'm out here in the snowy fields of Teleria because there have been reports of some legendaries spotted in the area. Now, it is chilly out here, and I would love to be in the studio with you, but I guess everybody doesn't get to be warm, huh? Anyway, I'm out here with one of the locals of the area, and he claims to have some information on some legendaries that he has seen in the area. So let's go ahead and bring him over here. Bubba, can you come over here for a minute, please?
Hi.
Hi, folks. This is Bubba, and he's got some information for us. So go ahead and tell us what it is you've seen, Bubba.
Yeah, I synced it, and everybody says I didn't sync it, and I was out here when it happened, so I must have synced it. You know, everybody keeps telling me I'm lying. It's not true.
Okay, no one is disputing that you've seen anything. We just want to know what it is you saw, if you could give us the information on the things that you've seen around the area. So tell us exactly what it is you saw.
I said I synced it already, and I was out here and no one else synced it, and everybody thinks I'm lying. You think I'm lying with your fancy jacket and scarf like it's cold out here.
Okay, again, no one is disputing anything. No one's calling you a liar. We believe that you've seen some things. We simply want to know what it is. Also, quick question. I noticed that you're wearing a Summoner's War hat. Are you aware that this game is Raid Shadow Legends and that we are in fact in the region of Teleria?
Well, it's a free country out here, and it's a Summer's War hat, and I like to wear it because it makes my pubes pop.
Oh, okay. I guess he's got his reasons for wearing the Summoner's War hat. Nothing wrong with that. Now, Bubba, you claim to not only have seen a legendary in the area, but multiple legendaries in the area together. So you think that there's a good chance that we will see them again tonight?
I think anything's likely. There's a chance for anything. You know, last week I went down to the corner store to get some milk and Cheetos because you pour the milk in a Cheeto bowl and you just eat them like cereal. Bigfoot was down there. Would you believe it? He was getting milk and Cheetos as well. It's like me and Bigfoot snacking on the same thing. Can you even believe anything like that's ever happened?
Okay,
I wasn't done, but I guess
know
I'll just go.
What else to say? That's going to do it for us out here in the snowy fields of Teleria. Back to the warm studio with you, Marty. It'll be a long time before I'm warm again. Go ahead and get back to your summons, though.
All right, thank you, Les. That was interesting to say the least. We've got claims of legendaries spotted in the area, but as of yet, we have not seen one. So I don't know if our luck is going to turn around or what's going to happen. And we're sneaking in a sacred shard, folks. You don't see that every day, but it is not going to pay off. It is another Jotun. If you remember, I believe we ended our last session with a Jotun. That is not a good omen for what is to come, people. Looks like we have a hollow. I believe I see a hollow every time I pop void shards, no matter how many I have. Not interested in hollow at all. Let's go ahead and do another 10 pop and see what we have going on here. There's a Valerie. Kicking it off with a farmable champ. Hill Nomad. There's a Canoness. And, oh, we got a legendary, folks, but it's a Foley. If you've ever been hit in the gonads, you know exactly how JGigs feels right now. That is a swift, twisty uppercut straight to the taint, folks. It burns, it hurts, and he is going to be upset about that for just a little bit, because if you give it some thought, folks, when is the last time you saw JGigs pull a legendary? It has been a long time. It has been a really long time, folks. So for him to finally pull one, and it's a Foley of all legendaries, well, that's a taint punch if I've ever seen one, folks. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving with another 10 pop. We got epics just falling out of the sky on us. Knight Errant, Occult Brawler. We definitely cannot complain about the rates. The quality of the summons, that's another story, but the rates we cannot be upset about, folks. We have seen plenty of epics. We have a legendary in the mix, and I guess Bubba was right. He did see. I did not realize he was describing Foley because it is hard to understand anything that comes out of his mouth. But it looks like he was correct in hindsight. Let's go ahead and get things going with another Sacred Shard. He's sneaking in the Sacreds, and it's gold, folks! And it's gold, and no! It's another dupe legendary, people! Prince Kaimar, an amazing champ in his own right. However, we already have one, and he is already fully skilled up, so we have nothing to do with another Prince Kaimar, folks. Maybe we can fit him into some niche team composition somewhere else, because the one we're currently using, we're using in dungeons. I don't know. It's pretty upsetting. I wonder if we'll ever pull another new legendary again, people. This is a real stab to the beehole. If you've ever been stabbed in the beehole, you probably know exactly how JGigs feels right now. He is not having a good time. Keep in mind, this was 150 shards. But again, you can't complain about the rates, and we're kicking it off with another 10 pop and another epic. It is Romero. We got Kale. I believe the only starter we haven't seen so far is Gallic, and there's another epic, folks. You cannot be upset about the rates. The rates are pretty fantastic. As my grandmother used to say, give me a nickel and I'll smack you in the neck. I never knew what she meant by that. And we got another legendary, folks. And can you believe it? We have pulled the dupe legendary hat trick, folks. We currently had 3 Septimus champions in our account. This is the 4th. We are 1 away from a full Septimus comp, people. This is a real twist of the dagger. The dagger's been put in the heart, and it's just been twisted, folks. 3 legendaries in 1 summon session, and 3 duplicates that he will have no use for moving forward. He does not need any of these duplicate champs. That is a real bummer. It really hurts. I don't know how he's gonna get past this one, folks. It's a real bummer. It looks like there's an ambulance on the way, actually. JGigs might need immediate medical attention. I believe those ambulances are for him, and rightfully so, because how could any one man endure this much heartbreak? And it's another legendary! Have you ever seen this before, people? 4 legendaries in 1 summon session. And we finally got a new one. It is Elder Skarg, who has a very interesting kit. I believe he has a passive where he takes less damage from legendary champions. That is pretty interesting. I cannot believe we have gone so long without pulling any legendaries, and we have pulled 4 so far in this summon session. That is unreal. Bubba might just be a prophet, people. We thought Bubba was crazy. We thought he was stupid. We thought he was lying, maybe. Bubba might be the new Messiah. Maybe that's taking it a little far. We'll call him a prophet. I don't know that anybody would ever be willing to worship Bubba, because God, did you see those teeth? I can't believe we've got 4 legendaries in 1 summon session. I have never seen anything like this before. 150 shards, 4 legendaries so far, and epics to boot. Epics to boot. Are we going to continue with this summon session, or are we going to stare at Elder Skarg for the rest of our lives? I don't know. Okay, it finally looks like we've got some movement here. Perhaps he just needed to fight the EMTs off. Maybe they were trying to take him away when he saw that legendary come in, and he decided he wanted to stay and just see what might happen, because at least now it wasn't a total bust. We got a new legendary, and the rates have been phenomenal. It's not over yet, folks. We got a witness, and thank God we have a witness, because otherwise nobody would believe this summon session. It has been absolutely insane. There's a Hex Weaver. We're popping single shards now. I believe it's coming down to the wire. Another witness. Time gate confirmed, perhaps? Who knows? Who's to say? Hospitaler, she looks a lot like Witness. And it's a Banshee, folks. We are down to 17 Ancient Shards, 2 Voids, and 3 Sacred, and we are full again on storage. We'll be back in a minute, folks, to continue the summons.
Are you tired of this? Or how about this? Or even this?
I hate you!
Then you need glass and a bigger glass.
Yeah! Yeah! It's delicious!
Whose idea was it for that sound effect to be that damn long? You're fired.
But couldn't I just do this at home on my own?
You stupid son of a bitch. Quit that.
Thanks, glass and a bigger glass. Cheers.
Are we done?
And we're back with the summons, folks. 17 blues, 2 purples, and 3 orange shards. It looks like we are going to kick it. And he's sneaking in another sacred shard. It worked for him last time. Is it going to work again? Looks like it is not. It is a Catalome Counselor. I said Catalome again! Can you believe it, folks? What is so hard about the word catacomb? I'll never know. And there's a Lightsworn. Funny story about Lightsworn. I've got a friend, Achromatic. Some of you may know him. He streams on Twitch. He's been wanting the Lightsworn since day one in this game, and he has not pulled one. He's pulled about 17,000 legendaries, but he has not pulled a Lightsworn, and it's been a thorn in his side since day one. I'm glad we pulled one. I can't wait for him to see this. It's going to be pretty exciting when he does, folks. Back at it again with another 10 pop, and it looks like we're going to get a Snorting Thug. Now, Snorting Thug is a new epic for me. I don't know that I'll do anything with him. 3 epics in 110 pop. Granted, one of them is Yaga. Yaga's not a bad champ, but he is free after 90 days, so I don't know if that really counts as an epic, but 3 epics in 110 pop nevertheless. Folks, that is pretty insane. It is getting down to the wire here, and we've got Apothecary's weird uncle, Magister. I assure you Magister's touched a couple of kids in his day. Would not surprise me at all to hear that, folks. We got a Mart who's a good champ. Is there a bigger rack in the game? I don't think so. Sentinel looks like a samurai, but he's a barbarian. Also a very strange champ. He is very stat hungry, not interested in him at all. And we got a Temptress, who's a pretty cool looking champ, but I will not do anything with her. Little shorty here, little short madman with the weird hair. That he must go through a whole tube of hair gel every single time he gets out of bed. And we got 2 dwarves in a row. Maybe in a row? In a row. Dwarf time gate confirmed, people. That is it for the blue shards. We have 1 void and 2 sacreds. And it's another epic. And it's a Vala. She is a new champ. We will be getting her for free, but I'm not upset about pulling her early at all. I believe she's going to be some fun to play around with, so not bad, not bad. I'll take it. Looks like we got another stone skin. If you know anything about DJ RNG, you know we were gonna pull a stone skin to finish things off. That is no secret, and we've got 1 sacred left. Can we get a 5th legendary in our 150 shard summon session? Let's find out. No, we cannot, folks. We are closing things off with a woad painted. Funny story about woad painted. I called her wood painted for the first 8 months I played this game because I did not bother to completely read her name. That is gonna be it for today's summon session, folks. My mind is officially blown. I have never experienced a summon session like this. I have never even watched a summon session like this. I've only heard tales of summon sessions like this from some of my friends who have much better RNG than I do. But I have to say, it was a good day overall. The rates were good to us. We did get a new legendary and a couple of new epics, and we have plenty of food now, so there's not really much to be upset about, even though we pulled 3 dupe legendaries, people. So, if these rates entice you at all, and you want Marty to summon for you, I'm Marty. I'm speaking of myself in the 3rd person like I'm the Rock. If you want Marty to summon for you, send me an email at shard.shart@yahoo.com. That is shard, not shart, @yahoo.com. My last name is not Shart, and it's not a funny joke. It's time for that to end. Thank you to everybody that watched. Thank you to Legoless. Thank you, Bubba, and for bestowing your prophecies upon us and letting us know that there were legendaries to come. I've been Marty Shard. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
It makes me horny!